Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Bout Coins, my YouTube channel for coin enthusiasts. Today, we are diving into one of the most exciting finds where we talk about coins and collectibles. Information that will blow your mind. Must watch this video to the end and the hidden treasures you might already have in your pocket. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because today's video could literally change how you look at that humble little penny lying around at home. We're diving deep into a specific and fascinating coin that is taking the collector world by storm, right into the palm of your hand. And trust me, every single coin selling from Fuel News, look at your change the same very again. Let's unlock the treasure vault, starting with we're diving into the world of rare and highly sought after Australian coins. Specifically, we're spotlighting one of the most underrated yet surprisingly valuable coins in circulation. The Australia 1 cent coin from 1970 in fine condition. Now, if you think a 1 cent coin can't be worth much, think again. This particular coin is gaining attention in the collector's market, and its value in today's auction circles is nothing short of impressive. So if you've got one lying around, you might be holding onto a piece of numismatic gold. Let's explore why this little copper gem is making such a big impact. The story of the Australian 1 cent coin begins in 1966, when Australia officially transitioned to decimal currency. The 1 cent was part of this exciting new era in Australian coinage, replacing the pre-decimal halfpenny. The coin was struck in bronze and featured Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, reflecting Australia's continued connection to the British monarchy. In 1970, just 4 years after decimalization, the 1 cent coin was minted in relatively high numbers, but not all of them survived in great condition. Over the decades, many were lost, damaged, or simply discarded, making the surviving fine-condition specimens from 1970 far rarer today than they once seemed. What sets the 1970 Australia 1 cent coin apart from others is its timeless design and historical imprint. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the reverse showcases the beloved feathertail glider, a tiny marsupial native to Australia. It's a beautiful and distinctly Australian design that appeals to both domestic and international collectors. On the obverse side, the 1970 coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a profile that defined an era of coinage in Commonwealth countries. In fine condition, the detail on both sides remains sharp, with minimal wear and a smooth, appealing patina that adds to its vintage charm. These features not only carry historical significance, but also contribute heavily to the coin's rising value in today's collector market. Although the 1970 1 cent coin was minted in the millions, the number of coins that remain in fine condition or better is surprisingly low. Most circulated coins from this period suffered from wear and corrosion due to handling and environmental exposure. That's what makes finding a coin in well-preserved, fine condition so exciting. It's not about sheer mintage. It's about how few have endured the passage of time and collectible quality. Collectors are on the lookout for coins with even surfaces, visible fine details, and clean edges. As more and more people realize the scarcity of these high-grade coins, demand continues to grow. And as we all know, when demand rises and supply tightens, value skyrockets. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the value. While face value is just a single cent, in today's collector-driven auction market, the 1970 Australia 1 cent coin in fine condition can fetch anywhere from $1,045 to $17,420, depending on the grade and presentation. And coins in higher grades, say, extremely fine or uncirculated, can sell for significantly more, sometimes reaching $10,150 or beyond, especially if slabbed and graded by professional coin authorities. Some rare sales have even reported higher figures when the right buyer comes along. This upward trend shows no sign of slowing as more collectors compete to secure the best examples for their sets. What was once spare change is now considered collectible treasure. If you're a collector, whether a beginner or a seasoned enthusiast, now is the time to check your coin jars, old purses, and inherited stashes. Look specifically for the 1971 cent coin and assess its condition carefully. Store any promising finds in protective sleeves or coin flips to preserve their value. If possible, consider having them graded by a reputable service to certify their quality, which can add significant value in the marketplace. Keep an eye on auction sites, collector forums, and local coin shows, where rare pieces often surface. And most importantly, build your collection with passion. The 1971 cent coin is not only a smart investment, It's a slice of Australian history that you can proudly display or trade. So there you have it, the mighty 1970 Australia 1-cent coin. It's small in size, but massive in value for collectors who understand its rarity and charm. As more eyes turn to vintage Australian coinage, this copper beauty is standing out for all the right reasons. If you're lucky enough to own one in fine condition or better, you might be sitting on a surprisingly valuable asset. Don't underestimate the power of a penny, because in the collector's world, every detail counts, and every coin tells a story. Next up, don't mind. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare Australian coins. And not just any coin, we're focusing on a small but mighty piece of numismatic history, the Australia 1-cent coin from 1975. At first glance, it might look like just another old coin lying at the bottom of a drawer. But in the collector's world, this humble copper piece can carry significant value, especially in fine condition. So grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to explore why the year 1975 1-cent coin is making waves in today's auction markets, and how it could be worth far more than just 1 cent, possibly in dollars. Let's take a moment to understand the background of this exceptional coin. The Australian 1-cent coin was introduced in 1966, right alongside the introduction of the decimal currency system in Australia. It was part of the original series of coins minted when Australia transitioned from pounds, shillings, and pence to dollars and cents. The 1-cent coin remained in circulation until it was withdrawn in 1992, but certain years within that span stand out, 1975 being one of the most sought after. That year, millions of coins were minted, but due to various factors such as wear, usage, and meltdowns over the years, finding one today in fine or better condition is quite rare. This coin represents not just currency, but a piece of Australia's transformation in the 20th century, making it incredibly significant for both local and international collectors. Now let's talk about what makes this coin so special. The 1975 Australian 1-cent coin features a beautiful image of the feathertail glider, an iconic and tiny native marsupial of Australia, gracefully captured by artist Stuart Devlin. On the obverse, it proudly displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine, which itself is a collectible element given the transition of monarch portraits over time. The coin is made of bronze with a rich reddish-brown hue that can develop a distinctive tone over time. When found in fine condition, this coin often retains a great deal of its detail and texture, making the glider almost look alive with its fine etchings. The edges, strike quality, and preservation of its surfaces contribute greatly to its collectible appeal. While it's true that over 66 million of these coins were minted in 1975, don't let that number fool you. The true rarity was not in the minting figures, but in the survival rate of coins in fine or higher condition. Most coins from that era have been through decades of circulation, picking up scratches, dull surfaces, and wear that diminishes their value. A 1975 1-cent coin in fine, very fine, or extremely fine condition is increasingly hard to find, especially uncleaned and unpolished. Collectors are always on the hunt for well-preserved coins from this year because they offer a combination of aesthetics, historical relevance, and increasing market scarcity. It is the law of supply and demand. While many coins existed, only a small fraction have survived the years in collectible condition, and that is where the demand skyrockets. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get exciting. In today's auction market, especially across platforms like eBay, collector forums, and rare coin dealers, the 1975 1-cent Australian coin in fine condition can command anywhere from $2,010, and in some cases even more depending on the luster, toning, and specific coin condition. Exceptional examples with minimal wear and strong eye appeal have even reached upwards of $4,010 to $6,100 when graded professionally or sold through high-profile numismatic sales. The trend is clearly upward, with demand pushing values higher year after year. It is amazing to think that a coin once worth just 1 cent is now sought after by global collectors and enthusiasts willing to pay a premium just to own a shining piece of Australian history. If you're a collector or just someone starting out, now is the perfect time to hunt for the 1975 1-cent coin. Start by checking your old coin jars, family drawers, or even visit local flea markets and estate sales. When evaluating, look for coins with minimal surface damage, clear visibility of the glider's fur lines, and sharp edges on Queen Elizabeth's profile. Avoid cleaning your coins. This can actually reduce their value significantly. Instead, store them in protective coin holders or albums to maintain their quality. You might also consider getting your best finds professionally graded to unlock their full market potential. The coin collecting community is vibrant and welcoming, and trading or showcasing your finds can lead you to even more valuable treasures. Building a focused collection around 1-cent coins from different years, especially in fine condition, can become a rewarding investment over time. So there you have it. Australia's 1975 1-cent coin is far more than just pocket change. It's a historical artifact, a collectible masterpiece, and a rising star in today's coin market. Whether you're in it for the passion, the profit, or the nostalgia, this small bronze coin has everything a collector could ask for: rarity, beauty, and real dollar value. As the market for vintage Australian coins continues to grow, the 1975 1-cent piece remains a top target, especially in fine condition and above. Keep your eyes open, because one of these coins could be hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered. Next up, don't mind, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about low-denomination coins in Australia's history, the 1987 Australian 1-cent coin. You might think of it as just a tiny copper coin from decades ago, but in the eyes of collectors, it is becoming a hot commodity. Its value in today's market has taken a surprising turn, and some of these coins in fine or better condition are fetching serious dollars. If you've got one in your collection, you might be holding on to a coin that's far more valuable than its face value suggests. The Australian 1-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, following the shift to decimal currency in Australia. For over 2 decades, this humble coin played an essential role in everyday transactions, known for its iconic image of a feather-tail glider on the reverse and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse. However, by the mid to late 1980s, the usefulness of the 1-cent coin began to decline. Inflation reduced its buying power, and by 1992, the Royal Australian Mint officially stopped producing the 1-cent and 2-cent coins for circulation. What makes the 1987 issue especially intriguing is that no 1-cent coins were officially released for circulation that year. They were only struck for mint and proof sets. This fact alone makes the year 1987 1-cent coin incredibly significant in the world of numismatics. The 1987 Australian 1-cent coin, although similar in design to earlier issues, possesses unique attributes that increase its collectability. Crafted in bronze, it weighs 2.6 grams and measures 17.65 millimeters in diameter. But what makes it stand out isn't just its physical traits. It's the coin's limited access to the public. Because it was not released for general circulation, any 1987 1-cent coin found today outside a mint set is either from broken-up collector sets or special releases, making its appearance in fine or circulated condition especially rare. Its obverse features Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael McLouf, while the reverse continues to showcase the feather-tail glider designed by Stuart Devlin. These artistic elements add a touch of national pride and beauty to the coin's legacy. Now let's talk rarity, and this is where the 1987 1-cent coin really begins to shine. With no circulation strikes, the 1987 coin exists in very limited numbers compared to its earlier counterparts. Collectors around the world recognize this coin as a key date, a year that is critical to completing a full collection of 1-cent coins from 1966 to 1991. Because of this, demand for the 1987 issue has surged, especially for coins in fine, very fine, or uncirculated condition. Even coins that show minimal wear if they have clean surfaces and good definition are being snapped up by collectors looking to complete their sets. The scarcity of this coin in anything other than mint packaged condition only adds fuel to its desirability in today's collector market. Now let's get to the part that most viewers are waiting for, the current market value. As of now, the year 1987 Australian 1-cent coin in fine to very fine condition is catching strong attention on online auction platforms, coin dealers, and private collector groups. Prices can vary depending on condition and demand, but in fine condition, these coins have been known to sell for $1,454 to $3,453 AUD, and in uncirculated or proof condition, values can easily reach $165,400 AUD or more. That's an enormous increase from face value, and it's only going up. With rising demand and shrinking supply, especially as more mint sets are broken up, the 1987 1-cent is becoming a solid investment opportunity for both beginner and advanced coin collectors alike. If you're a collector or thinking about starting, this is the perfect time to hunt for a 1987 1-cent coin. Always check your old mint sets, coin jars, or inherited collections. You never know where this hidden gem might be waiting. If you are buying online, make sure to purchase from reputable dealers or platforms with clear photos and condition descriptions. Focus on coins with clear details, minimal wear, and if possible, coins that still show their original luster. Holding on to a few of these coins now could be a smart decision as values continue to climb. Also, consider investing in protective coin holders or slabs to maintain the quality of your coins over time. Every small effort to protect condition adds big value later. In conclusion, the 1987 Australian 1-cent coin is far more than a small copper piece of history. It's a rare, valuable, and highly demanded treasure in the modern collector's world. Its unique backstory, non-circulation status, and increasing market value make it a standout in Australian coinage. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just now discovering the excitement of coin collecting, keeping an eye out for this particular coin could turn into a surprising payday. Don't underestimate the power of the pocket change from the past. Sometimes the smallest coins can bring the biggest rewards. Next up, don't mind. We're diving into the exciting world of Australian rare coins, and we've got something truly special lined up for you. If you've ever wondered whether that old 1-cent coin sitting in your drawer could be worth something big, then you're going to love this episode. We're spotlighting the Australia 1-cent coin from 1989, a fine condition rarity that's making serious waves in the collector's market today. Stay tuned as we break down why this tiny copper coin is gaining massive attention and how it could be a golden opportunity for smart collectors and investors alike. The Australian 1-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, the same year the country transitioned to decimal currency. Designed by Stuart Devlin, the iconic reverse side of the coin features the Australian feather-tailed glider, a small but significant native animal. For decades, this coin was a staple in every Australian pocket. However, over the years, changes in production and economic factors led to a steady decline in minting. By the late 1980s, the future of the 1-cent coin was already under review. The 1989 version of this coin was part of the final stretch before the denomination was officially withdrawn from circulation in 1992. This gives the year 1989 1-cent coin historical importance, especially as it represents the final years of a fading currency era. What makes the 1989 Australia 1-cent coin particularly fascinating is the attention to detail in its design and the subtle variations found in some of the mint batches. The coin is made from bronze, giving it a rich coppery appearance that collectors find visually appealing even after decades. With a diameter of 17.53 millimeters and a weight of 2.6 grams, it may seem small in size, but its market impact is anything but small. Coins from this year are known for their sharp strike, balanced lettering, and clean imagery. In fine condition, these coins showcase minimal wear, a clean rim, and an intact glider design, all of which elevate their desirability. It's these unique design characteristics that help this coin stand out from the crowd, even among other 1-cent coins from earlier or later years. The 1989 1-cent coin is considered highly collectible, primarily due to its decreasing availability and growing demand among Australian and international numismatists. Over time, many of these coins were lost, melted down, or simply discarded when the 1-cent denomination was phased out, making high-grade examples increasingly difficult to find. What truly drives its value in the collector's market is the condition, and in fine condition, this coin becomes a true gem. Coins graded as fine typically retain most of their detail and show only light circulation wear, which makes them perfect for collectors looking for quality specimens without paying the premium for uncirculated examples. As more collectors search for clean, presentable versions of this coin to complete their decimal collections, the demand has been surging. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where things get really exciting. The 1989 Australia 1-cent coin in fine condition has been selling for impressive amounts in online auctions and collector markets. In recent trends, coins in verified fine condition have fetched between $2,200 to $5,100, depending on the clarity of the details and the seller reputation. Even higher values have been reported when multiple buyers compete for a well-preserved specimen, and considering its increasing scarcity, In the growing global interest in pre-1990 Australian coins, this value is expected to keep rising steadily. Collectors are actively tracking these coins, and the ones in fine or very fine condition are flying off shelves and listings quickly. For anyone looking to get their hands on this valuable coin or already owns one, here are a few collector insights to help you make the most of your investment. First, always handle your coin with care. Oils from your hands can dull the details over time. Store it in a protective sleeve or capsule to preserve its condition. If you are purchasing, try to buy from reputable sellers or marketplaces with proper grading details. It is also a great idea to get your coin graded professionally if you believe it is in above average condition. That small step can boost its resale value significantly. And finally, stay engaged with coin communities and marketplaces. The more you learn, the better deals you will spot and the more opportunities you will have to expand your collection wisely. To wrap it all up, the 1989 Australia 1-cent coin is far more than just a piece of copper. It's a pocket-sized treasure with growing historical and monetary value. As more collectors worldwide look to complete their Australian decimal sets, coins like these are becoming harder to find and more sought after every single day. In fine condition, it represents a sweet spot of affordability and rarity, making it a must-have for serious collectors and a smart move for investors. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned expert, keeping an eye on the 1989 1-cent could lead you to one of the most rewarding additions to your portfolio. Don't underestimate this little coin. Its legacy is large and its value is only going up.